winning the NFC South for the fourth consecutive time in 2024. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers have grown accustomed to controlling what has become viewed as one of the weakest divisions in all of football, and according to most pundits, they're expected to do it again for the fifth consecutive season in 2025. Continuity has been the order of the day, and the team most of last year's starting lineup returns. Key veteran free agents like wide receiver Chris Godwin and linebacker Levante David signed new contracts, and the entire starting offense returns for a unit that ranked in the top 5 in both rushing and passing last season. Here we look at the team's overall outlook in all three phases of the game, identify their biggest impact players and starting lineup projections, as well as give a quick draft recap. But we first start at the top of the organization that has been the class of the division and is now looking to win the conference as well. Serving as the team's general manager since 2014, Jason Licht has been the key to the longest string of success in their franchise's history, despite a sub-500 record during his tenure. In fact, his teams had losing records for 5 of his first 6 seasons as GM until 2020, when a certain quarterback led them to a Super Bowl title. Since then, they've won the division every year, and head coach Todd Bowles has enjoyed success since being elevated to head coach in 2022. A defensive coach, Bowles is taking care of his side of the ball, but must now answer questions about keeping the offense afloat after the departure of offensive coordinator Liam Cohen. With Cohen now the head coach of the Jacksonville Jaguars, former passing game coordinator Josh Grizzard has assumed play calling duties, and he'll undoubtedly rely on the team's MVP, quarterback Baker Mayfield. Mayfield has enjoyed a career renaissance in Tampa and had the best year of his career in 2024 with MVP-like numbers of 4,500 yards on 71% completion percentage with 41 touchdowns against 16 picks. Backed up by Kyle Trask, Mayfield has become the symbol of the team through his toughness and moxie on and off the field, and looks to enjoy similar success this season due to returning all 11 starters, including another key to their offense in surprising 2024 fourth-round pick, running back Bucky Irving. Irving led the team in rushing with over 1,100 yards and 8 touchdowns on 5-yard-per-carry average, and has become the primary complement to Mayfield and the passing attack. Rachaad White is the chief support in the running game behind Irving, and their receiving core is competitive with any team in the conference, if not the league. Future Hall of Fame wide receiver Mike Evans is back for a 12th season, having secured an NFL record for most 1,000-yard seasons to start a career with 11. Number 2 receiver Chris Godwin will be working his way back from a season-ending ankle injury, and the Bucs gave him a hefty 3-year contract extension as a vote of confidence in his ability to return to full strength and Pro Bowl form. Wideout Jalen McMillan finished his rookie season strong in Godwin's place last year, catching 7 touchdown passes over the final 5 games of the regular season. That loaded group didn't stop the Bucs from spending their first-round pick in the 2025 NFL Draft on Ohio State's Emeka Egbuka, who should immediately give Tampa Bay arguably the best 4-man receiver group in the NFL. The key to all this, though, may still lie in the offensive line group that now is seen as a plus unit led by their All-Pro left tackle Tristan Wirfs, who earned first-team All-Pro honors last year for the second time in his 5-year career, becoming the first player in NFL history to garner that accolade at both left and right tackle in different seasons. Left guard Ben Breedson earned a new 3-year deal and a solid raise after playing well on a cheaper 1-year deal last year, and the rest of the unit is full of young talent. Second-year center 2024 first-rounder Graham Barton, right guard Cody Mauch, and right tackle Lou Godick make one of the most formidable fronts in the conference, and certainly the best in the NFC South. Interestingly enough, with Todd Bowles as a defensive-minded coach, one of the biggest weaknesses on the team was their 29th ranked passing defense. In addition, they were also mediocre against the run, ranking slightly below league average at 18th. If there's been a bright spot on the defensive line, it's certainly been the combination of nose tackle Vita Vea working alongside Kelly Ajikansi, with the duo combining for 14.5 sacks last year. Vea constantly drawing double teams allows Kancey and defensive end Logan Hall one-on-one matchups that give them an easier path to the quarterback. Meanwhile, the biggest addition to their front seven comes with the addition of Haason Reddick, who is looking for a bounce-back season after failing to post double-digit sacks for the first time in 5 seasons. On the inside will be linebacker and defensive leader Levante David, who will return for his 14th and perhaps final season. He will be surrounded by third-year players Yaya Diaby and Sir Davis, who led the team in tackles with 121, and Chris Braswell is looking for a breakout season as he enters his second season. In the secondary, the team will face the most questions, though some attribute their poor numbers from last season partially to their lack of a pass rush. Notre Dame's Benjamin Morrison and Kansas State's Jacob Parrish were drafted to help in this area and will compete with veterans Zion McCullum and Jamal Dean for snaps, with Antoine Winfield and Tyke Smith lining up at the safety positions. Chase McLaughlin has become a source of comfort for the Bucs, having converted 59 of his 63 field goal attempts over the past 2 seasons, 93.7%. On the other side of the spectrum, Tampa Bay has struggled to find consistency and reliability in the punting game, which led them to sign veteran Riley Dixon in free agency this offseason. Evan Deckers missed a decent chunk of last season with a hamstring injury, but is back to handle the long snapping duties this year. Running back Sean Tucker will assume kick return duties after averaging 27 yards per return last season, and the punt returner job will be between Trey Palmer and Tez Johnson, the big play rookie from Oregon. As we touched on earlier, their 2025 draft class touched on multiple areas, starting on the offensive side of the ball with Igbuka before focusing hard on the defense. With their next 4 picks on that side of the ball, with the selections of Morrison and Parrish in the secondary, and drafting David Walker of Central Arkansas and Elijah Roberts of SMU on the D-line. Winning the NFC South has come to be expected, and now they're looking to expand upon that and challenge the Eagles, Lions, Vikings, Commanders, and Rams for a spot atop the entire conference.